Greetings and salutations, viewers. Back at it again. It's now Wednesday. As you can see, I got a haircut from last video, which is like I cut pretty much all of it off. But that's just besides the point. Same shit. Current program running, just pull-ups, push-ups, squats, just basic, as simple as you can get of a calisthenics program, until I can just, get to a desirable amount of reps and sets. So, starting off with pull-ups, I've already done my warm-ups, done my dynamic stretches, did more, static stretching this morning before cardio, which is something I didn't really talk about too much last video. Cardio has been great. Cardio has been improving consistently, especially ever since my knee injury. Last week I think was the first time I actually missed a session since I started running again. But that was just because time consumption and just blatant laziness. But yeah, so cardio is good, but on top of that, instead of just running, I've also started implementing jump rope. So it's kind of just every other session is one or the other. So for this week, Monday and Friday cardio sessions will just be running, and then today, Wednesday, was jump rope, and then it will be the inverse next week. So 2 jump rope sessions and just 1 running session. In terms of just level, I've finally gotten my cardio up to 2 miles, which isn't bad. I'm happy with that. The goal is eventually to reach a 3-mile pace or just distance. And just every couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, I just add a 1/4 mile increase. So, and after next week or the week after, I will start running at 2 miles and a quarter, and then 2.5 miles, and so we're getting close to the end, at least for that goal. Although that's months from now, technically speaking. As for jump rope, I'm just doing a simple, 1,000 total skips, but but I don't think I could do that straight. So what I've been doing is breaking it up into sets where once I get comfortable with the current or with whatever amount of skips I do in a set, I add 50 skips, and then so currently I'm at 250, which is what I did this morning. Just a simple 4 sets of 250 until I reach 1,000. And then not next week, but the week after, it will be 300 a set, which obviously, you can only do 3 sets of 300. You can't do 4. So simple solution is just that last set is just the filler bullshit stuff, so 3 sets of 300 and then a set of 100 skips. But yeah, enough jabbering. We're gonna get into pull-ups. Goal 3 sets of 10. Can only do 2 sets of 10, but hopefully on that 3rd set I'm trying to aim for 7, because in last video I only got 6. It isn't bad, but I want to at least match my best sets. I don't know, best final set so far. So we'll get started on that. I don't know why I went to end the recording, but yeah. All right, so that was a good first set, kind of like this last video. God, Jesus, this beater definitely kind of rolled up while I was doing all that. But yeah, so first set done. I'm gonna record the second, or I might even just blow through it. We'll see. But second set I think will be good. That was honestly a great first set. That felt better than Monday. But yeah, so second set probably just do the same 10, and then hopefully get 7, maybe even 8 on the 3rd set. So cut over to that. Yeah, that last rep was fucking rough. But that's it for pull-ups. Gonna be moving on to push-ups in a minute. The lat pump's kind of crazy. Hold on. Yeah, definitely a little pumpage going on there. Do a back view. Yeah, no, definitely feel that though in the lats. But that was good. Hit 7, luckily. So, you know, I'm happy about that. Moving on to push-ups, 3 sets of 20. Realistically, we'll get the first set, and then the other 2 are kind of up in the air, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, here we are with the first set of push-ups. We'll see how these go. I'm expecting, you know, at least an initial set of 20, hopefully more than 14 on the second set, 15, 16 preferably, and then more than 10 on the last set. Yeah, so probably more like 11, 12, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so again, big focus on not trying to like have too much elbow flexion, trying to have more of a lean forward when coming down and put more focus on the chest, so on and so forth. Scapula, you know, contracted, so I'm not using too much of my shoulders and putting more of the focus on my chest, but you know, it is what it is. I'll do as well as I can do for as many as I can do. Yep, that was honestly good. That first set was definitely better than it was last workout. Same with just the pull-ups. Like those first 2 sets of 10 were noticeably just better than they were Monday, which I mean just makes sense. My muscles are a little more warmed up from last week because again, for probably like the 5th, 6th time stated, my workouts last week were not good. But yeah, so that was a good first set of push-ups. Definitely feeling like I'll do overall more volume, so just keep up with it and move on to the next set. All right, here we go with the 3rd set and final set of push-ups. I didn't record the second one, but I did get 16 on that set. Trust me. So the goal for this one is at least 11, hopefully 12. That'll be really cool, but if not, no big deal. I'm at least gonna try and match. So here we go. Oh, Jesus. Got 12. I'll take that, but that was rough. Probably more close to failure than I would have preferred, but I definitely could have got 13, maybe 14. No, I'm lying to myself. 13 probably would have been my cutoff, so I was like a rep short, but overall that was a good 3 sets of push-ups. An overall improvement, so you know, I'll take that. Yeah, I just think it's weird that with kind of my ratio, the heavier like dips, you know, before this current program, my dips, you know, I mastered reached the rep and set goal a lot quicker than I did anything else, and that was the heavier of the 2 push movements. Same with pull-ups. My pull-ups were progressing faster than my inverted rows. So I don't know. Guess I'm just better at the heavier movements than I am the lighter ones. But that's enough of push-ups. We'll cut over to squats, and then that'll be it for the video. All right, that's it for today's workout. That was fucking exhausting. Shit, I need a minute. Yeah, but that was it for today's workout. It was 3 sets of 30 squats. Of course, I only recorded the last set because who wants to see me do 3 sets of 30 squats? But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, I would really appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have any questions, critiques, just simply want to give support, whatever it is. All of it is greatly accepted. Again, I've started, posting on Instagram more. The shortened version of last workout will probably be on Instagram before this video is uploaded. So yeah, but that's pretty much all it is for today. Thank you for watching if you watched this far, and I hope you all have a great day.